And now it is time for the exciting adventures of the Combustible Cougar and her sidekick, boylad.
Yay! We waited 40 minutes for that.
50 minutes, actually.
I don't even want to play this game. Alright, boylad. I'm in the police station. Very angry.
Party.
That Bunks made me spend 40 minutes to do that shitty intro. It was not worth my time. Time to check the good old Combustible Cougar fan mail before we go off on our adventure. Boylad doesn't get fan mail. Shut the fuck up.
Invite boylad to the phase, otherwise boylad's stuck in some alternate reality.
Invite boylad.
There we go.
Checking the fan mail. I'm not even reading this. Oracle, thanks very much. Ready for it to get hot? You can take the heat in your new tank roll. It boosts your defense and just give me my shit.
Crime, go away.
It's not the same if I get actual fan mail, guys. The joke's kind of dead if I actually get fan mail. Especially when it's fucking the guy we did the instance with the entire day yesterday. It's like,
you mean the guy that's following you?
woo! Yeah, oh great, and he's following me now.
Yep.
Woo!
Alright, go on that side. Are we gonna do the
That's why we never play MMOs on stream ever. Ever.
It could be worse. It could be like Realm of the Mad God where you have like 50 people following you at the same time.
Yeah, but that was like a community thing, so it was okay. I was like, hey, come play this game with me. Not, hey, I'm gonna play this game. How about you come follow me around and kill my mobs and queue when I'm queuing for instances and shit.
Alright, we have a choice.
God damn it, I've chugged 2 potions already.
We have a choice
Really
between
should rebind that key.
Speaking to Dr. Sarah Charles or talking to Zatanna in Chinatown. I don't know about you, but Chinatown sounds good.
I have like all these other quests to do. I have like 1,000,000 incomplete quests.
So do I. I've got so many quests, but I'm gonna look at the highest level ones, like level 12.
We need to report to the alert recruiter.
What's that? Oh, I think I already did that.
I don't want to do this quest. We need to attack Brainiac!
Alright. Attack Brainiac.
Speak to the SCU sergeant.
He's right here. How
Oh,
convenient.
a wanted poster. Defeat 5 new villains who must not rank more than 5 levels above you. Except. Wait, is this a PvP quest?
I think so.
Oh shit! Where do we go to like gank people?
Let's see. Villains. The
You
villains
faggots
do
who
the
follow
main-
me in game should die in a fire. Because you're the reason why I never play MMOs on my stream, and why you like, I hate playing games like this with you. Like, oh my god, it just makes me want to not play. Like, all the fun of it is like instantly dead when I have 7 people following me around like assholes. Alright, where do we go? Is it like a city thing?
For the PvP thing, I think we could just go look for purple. They come up as purple instead of green on the map. So
Well, I don't see any on the map. Well, maybe the quest will actually show me. What was that quest called? Protect and serve wanted Gotham criminals.
Yeah, track it.
Track it.
It's got nothing.
Damn it.
Fly around till we find someone. I'm sure. I mean, it's a shared place. Like the villains start here too, so I'm sure we can find some. There you go. That's what they can do. Be useful. Go make villains that we can kill. Alright, I'll go have a villain. Ah, found one! Found one! Woo,
What?
Woo!
Is it just like an NPC?
No, I found a villain. It's a person.
Oh, well, I'm coming. Hold the fuck on.
Just circling above him. Waiting for
What level is he?
I don't know. I can't see him. He's under me.
Do we just gank him?
I guess so. It's all in the spirit. Where is he?
Brimstone?
Is he above me?
He's right here. Okay, I'll just walk up to him and combust!
It didn't work, did it?
They didn't work.
I don't know how you're supposed to do it then.
Okay, that didn't work.
Maybe it's meant to be for PvPers, and like maybe there's like designated PvP zones or some crap.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, you were like, I found a PvP zone, but you meant a person. I was gonna say, wait, we're not on a PvP server. Why would I be able to gank someone? Unless it's like a quest that like queues you for PvP, but...
Press Y? What? Oh, I got told what to do. Press Y.
Oh, do we just go to arenas PvP?
Is that what we're supposed to do? Australia?
Yeah, I want to fight in Australia. Sure, why not? First available.
Okay. This doesn't sound like a great idea, but...
No, because World PvP is better.
World PvP is like, you know, it's an element of surprise.
Yeah, World PvP is better, just ganking is not.
No. It's like, it's no fun when you can't actually do anything. You get raped every time you step outside your quest hub. Still
It's just like World PvP doesn't even like make sense in a superhero game because it's just like, oh, you're 10 times more powerful, from a million times more powerful because of items. That doesn't make any sense for superheroes. Failed to join Australia 8v8 because of boylad failed to respond. Thanks, boylad. Yeah,
sorry.
Thanks.
Try it again.
Thanks, boylad. Maybe I wanted to go save the world. Waiting for group members.
Alright, how do I...
There we go.
No.
Queued.
Alright, I'm queued. Alright, sorry. Wasn't very clear. Hello.
I'm sure this is going to be like a 10 to 20 battleground, and I'm going to get my ass handed to me.
You did carry our team through the fight.
Oh, it's the bubble I couldn't break into earlier.
I found out what that is. It's a respawn bubble. You die, you respawn there.
Oh. Oh, is it for like PvP zones?
Yeah, I think it's for like, if you're, if this was World PvP, that you, so no one would be able to gank you while you're inside it.
Actually, the reason why, the real reason why I didn't roll on a PvP server is because I'm streaming an MMO. That's like, that's the real reason. You know, if I knew everyone I watched was cool, everyone I watched me was cool, and that stuff didn't happen, I'd be cool. But I've never done an online game where I could be left alone. And the sad thing is, like, it's not even like there's a lot of people in my stream. There's like 130. Right? I've seen dudes who do streams, they got like 3,000. I'm just like, man, that must suck. Like, anywhere they go, they have people following them, and they'll do anything online. It's just like, oh, people are just following me around and stuff. Okay, let's do a quest then while we wait. Let's go attack Brainiac.
It might not be that bad for stuff like,
it's always that bad.
No, League of Legends is like, it's kind of structured. Probably a bit better for
people might remember, what was that game that I tried the MMO? I didn't want to do it because I didn't really like the game that much. I thought it was kind of cool, but I don't know. There's some game, Runes of Magic or something, and I was going to try and stream it. I kind of lost interest. But like the first second I got in the game with a character, there's already like 3 guys, and one of them's name is like, Rob likes boys. And I was just like, really, guys? Really? We're going to do this? I'm going to go and hit mobs, and then you're going to hit them, and it's like, I don't care if it affects my XP or not. I remember I was streaming World of Warcraft at like 5 a.m. one day. It was like 5 a.m. I'm streaming World of Warcraft. There's like 20 people in chat. Some guy comes down and starts killing mobs. I'm just like, really? What?
I leveled up.
What?
I leveled up. I leveled up. I can get a new bow ability.
Oh shit! So how does this work?
Like when you dueled me, just probably a lot tougher.
All right, boylad. This is gonna be difficult. I think I should go tank stance, but I'm not.
I mean control stance. I don't know if that's good or bad for this power set. I've got to check because we've got like 29 seconds. Yeah, this is the one that restores power, so that's better. I can actually be of use. Oh, so it's kind of like Battlefield tickets, so it's like I think it might be control points, maybe. That's what it looks like. Unless we have 1,000 lives, and then in that case it's gonna be really long.
Here we go. Da, 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 da. So is it just kills?
I don't know. It's not very.
Yeah, I have no idea. It just says points.
impossible to know where we are. Okay, and that's control points. Yeah.
Villains control the ziggurat.
The ziggurat?
Heroes control the processing facility.
Oh, I'm going for this one. Oh, shit. Going low. Oh, there's so many heroes there. I'm out. Combustible cougar is not suicidal.
Where's the combustible cougar? Oh, see a villain.
Okay, there's like so many villains here. What the fuck? Those must be guards or some shit. Guards must spawn when we cap this, yeah. How do we, was it M?
Yeah.
That's the worst map system I've ever seen. Oh, oh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Meteor! That's one kill for me! And one resurrect for this guy. Team player Combustible Cougar has 3v1 demand. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I've got these jump pads, but I can't keep up. Right. Just follow the green.
I might as well stay really fucking high, because these suckers who are not flying are like, sweet. I'm like, whatever.
I'm stunned.
I can fly,
Save me,
buddies.
Combustible Cougar.
No, I'm fucking taking this control point.
Combustible Cougar.
Oh, I'm being ganked by a turret. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm capturing it. Okay.
Reviving. Knocked down. Oh.
Villains have lost
Alright.
the comms.
Uh-oh.
So he has control. He has control. There's some kills. Don't
Oh, I just got destroyed by that dude. Holy smokes. He just death gripped me into death.
At least it's like whenever
I would have targeted him, but you know, I hit tab and it targeted like a turret. And then I was just like, oh, I gotta spawn or something. Okay. Alright.
Is that an evil combustible cougar?
I don't know.
Nope, it's not.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody called Evil Combustible Cougar, though. Do I have to attack these turrets? Does that make sense, guys? To me, it makes no sense to attack a turret. Sounds like the turrets are just going to do damage if I attack.
Alright, I'm getting attacked, but I think I've got another guy with me, so it's okay.
Yeah, I need to, like, find teammates and just follow them.
We're taking this guy out, actually. It's working pretty well.
There's a teammate over here. I'm going to help. I'm going to go for the assist.
Oh, X-Hunter got it, but still counted for us. Well, for me at least. And then we take away his...
Fucking turrets! Holy shit! Please hit a skill anytime would be nice! Anytime would be nice to use a skill!
Should be names or something on the map.
Holy Jesus. I was like spamming the shit out of 4. And I could not do my knockback. Da, 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 da. I was like spamming shift to break out of stuns in 4 and like nothing worked.
I think you're supposed to spam, whatchamacallit, mouse 1 in PvP.
Why? So I'm supposed to spam my auto attack button? Why wouldn't I spam the same key I spam in PvE to break out of stuns? I'm not fucking going in here.
Devs are silly.
Oh, hello. Why the fuck did this pop up? Oh, we lost. Oh. Okay. Well, that was, did we just run out of points or something?
Maybe? Did we beat the mission? If we beat the mission, it's okay. Did we get
I don't fucking know. I just know I got 5 kills. I killed like 1 guy.
No,
and then I died twice.
It counted for the team, because like, I had 3 out of 5. So
wow. That was a fun 2 seconds of PvP where before I could even figure out what's going on, the game's over. Let's queue for that again. That's choose your why is the only arena Australia?
I think that might be the map, maybe.
So there's one map and we battle in Australia of all fucking places. Why the hell would superheroes ever fight in Australia? There's nothing valuable in Australia ever. It's just a land full of criminals. Oh, okay, makes sense now. I know why we're fighting there. Never mind, I got it. That was clever, DC Universe Online. I was like, why would anyone fight there?
Maybe that's just like the only one we can access right now. Like,
why do you fight against me?
WoW. It's the first battleground in WoW. It's been so long since I played
They
that
came
game.
from my future technology.
Oh, bow and arrow is so much cooler than rifle.
Join your master. Give me your
Charge shot.
powers. Become one.
I'm supposed to be eliminating forces. Oh, I guess you're doing that while I was
Yeah.
reading something.
Really easy. Like, I think we got this quest a long time ago.
Meteor!
They're dying really fast.
See, the problem is, while I think this game is awesome in PvE, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. In PvP, because targeting is so important and shit like that, because in PvE, I've never felt the need to target anything. I would just run up and punch it, and it's like, cool. But in PvP, it's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I need to target things. So, I can't do that.
Well, you used to hit tab because like bow and arrow is really inaccurate. So is the rifle, so I just always hit tab whenever I lock on.
I don't know, like, battles lasted, like,
That
like,
lasted.
both
That's
fights
like-
in that fight, I chugged a potion against that person. Like, I have no more potions anymore.
Unless they were
And,
tweaked out, I don't know.
and I still
Maybe they-
died. So it was just kind of like... Well, I mean, I don't really care to die, but I mean, like... I don't know, bitch did like a chain stun combo on me. I'm like spamming the break a stun button, not even knowing if it works in PvP. I'm like, maybe this works. I hope it does, because that's what they trained me to do in this game. I was taught this is what I'm supposed to do.
I just spam one because that's my little.
Did you accept my cue for the...
It,
Okay.
yeah, it was yellow the last one. Oh, I'm in a ball.
Because I still want to give it a chance.
Yeah. And just imagine that, but, like, when you're trying to do quests, like what happened to us in that.
Oh yeah, that's why, well... I probably would have tried PvP regardless, though. I mean, if you play on PvP, then you know how to do it
Oh yeah.
quicker, so it's...
There's no end to the enemies. Flee. No.
I typically always try, like, the PvP servers on the game just to see if there's anything special in it, because sometimes there are. So,
There's
sometimes it's a fun
PvP events in
experience.
this, and I was like,
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know, though, not being able to target stuff is, like, really frustrating with your mouse.
I can see how this would actually be a little bit easier to do with
Like-
the controller. Even then, maybe not that much better.
What's also frustrating is, like, I don't even know what my tank stance does. Like, it doesn't tell me. I'm assuming it does something, like there's probably passive damage bonuses and aggro and stuff. But the fact I don't know, and like I can probably go look it up online, but the fact the game doesn't really tell me in any sort of way is really bad.
The best thing it
It should
does
do
is,
that.
well, the closest thing it does is say, like, alright, when you're
Are
in
we
control
going to
stance,
kill
this
this?
is
No, we don't.
this.
I'm fucking out of
No.
here.
You were here and I was just sense.
I'm like
But,
waiting
yeah.
for this queue because I want to go back in. I want to like actually like
Try.
see this part of the game.
Okay, let's try this again.
Destroy accumulators, transport targets.
Citizens are the targets, apparently.
Oh, I was trying to transport that. Why are you stopping me?
We're carrying citizens to...
Oh, well, come carry me, because I'm stuck. I guess I could have broken out, but it's kind of fun being in the ball. Oh, I'm gonna put this guy in a ball. How do you like that, Mr. Robot? Yeah, now you in a ball. I'm gonna put this guy in a ball too. Boom! You in a ball. Oh shit, he put me in a ball.
I need that citizen. Give me the citizen ball. Okay, that's kind of weird. I hope that's just on my screen. We've got the ball, but the citizens.
Hold tab? What does hold tab do?
Tab, I don't know. I know pressing tab locks on. I don't know what hold tab does.
What does hold tab do? Let me tab through targets? That's not the fucking same thing as targeting something. Holy shit, like... I knew I could tab through targets already. That is not targeting. That is like troll targeting. Like, if that's how you target games and MMOs, and you're like, oh, I just tab target through people in PvP, then you're terrible, sir. I'm glad that system works for you. I do not approve of it, though. Especially because, like, I mean, like, there's NPCs in PvP. So, what if I'm in a battle with 5 people at their base with 3 NPCs? And I want to target some guy in the back. Oh shit, I'm not heal potions. Abort, 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 abort!
Same thing happened to me. Things like gang up massively.
And I want to target the guy in the back because I want to death grip him. You're telling me I got to target through like 6 people and like look at his name and figure that out? Fuck that noise. Come on, citizen. Wait, you're not even in the ball.
Yeah, that happened to me. Carrying the ball, but they're not in.
Oh, the ball just blew up. Well,
I think we only need one more, don't we?
I accidentally killed the citizen, so
Does that mean you're not a hero anymore?
I guess not. These fucking things are annoying, man.
They may be a bit, like, not as strong since they're level 7 or level 11.
Good, because they're annoying. I would not want to fight this 4 levels ago.
Daily Planet Live. Look up in the sky. Is it a bird, a plane, or one
Oh,
of
I'm
the
so
new
close to
heroes
That's the
having
moon.
enough supercharged to
She
combust.
told me to look up in the sky. That's the moon.
even with the
Dude, the moons are really big.
Superman and Lex Luthor,
Oh.
or Wonder Woman
No,
and
Okay, the moon's not that big in real life, right? I'm not crazy.
Stay tuned for more.
That's a really big moon.
I think it could maybe be depending on your location. Like maybe it's closer.
What do you mean, depending on your
not.
location? What the fuck do you mean? What? How would the moon be bigger in one place in the world than another?
If you were on a space station,
Like, unless I'm missing something in science here, I don't think there's a place on the Earth. Like, I guess, I don't know, at the top of a mountain, technically the moon would be bigger. I don't even think it would be noticeable. If you camp out on Mount Everest, but unless I'm misunderstanding something here, I don't think the moon's bigger in certain parts of the world. Like, look at this moon, though. It literally looks like, you know, I could fly to it. Like, it's like, alright, no problem.
here's a question though: why does the moon's texture look better than the Earth's texture from space?
Oh, here's an Ultras Prime queuing for our PvP.
Oh, goddamn stalkers! Stalkers be stalking. God almighty, please, right? I do. So,
Alright, I'm gonna try and stay near you since you can't fly and you're like shitty.
hey, yeah, that helped. I didn't die that much. Died once.
Although it's
Then
like,
it
it's already hard to like follow you.
I know it's hard to fight. It's just
It's
hard
like
to follow you.
pretty much impossible. Like,
On
know-
PvP specs.
no, it wasn't really a feature in WoW, but you could do it. Like, you could put like markers on your allies in like PvP and stuff. And it was fucking amazing.
Going. All right, where
Yeah,
are we?
I've lost you already.
You guys
We're going to, I don't know what this is called. The Thunderdome.
the big
Oh
red
shit! There's
Thunderdome?
PvP. There's lots of guys there. I'm not going there.
The
All right.
big red Thunderdome?
Our teammates went in. I'm going in. Meteor! All right, that one's dead.
This is. Oh no, this is their spawn. Why am I in their spawn?
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm getting zapped by Psycho Lump.
It's about the name.
Defend! Okay,
Right,
defending did
everyone's here,
shit.
so maybe I could do better with everyone else here.
Rally available in 1 second. So can people just res me in PvP? Should I just wait? I'm not
Maybe.
gonna wait.
I don't know. Try
You
it
will
now.
rally in 1 second. Well, rally then, you fucking assholes. I'm clicking the button. Click, 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 click.
Tiny
Click,
half
click,
seconds.
click, click. Oh, okay, rally, enter.
Oh, I'm in a nice spot.
Oh, I'm glad I fucking... Really? Like...
Getting beaten up by the Green Lantern, and he's walking on me. Oh, he's picked me up. He's thrown me.
No, I want to target... Damn it, I want to target the low health one. But it didn't lock on my target. So you know what I was targeting? whatever the fuck my character wanted.
Why can't my super
That was a
speed
UI fail. That's what that was.
found each other.
Okay, so far,
there you go.
guys, here's what I've established for this game. PvE, pretty fun. PvP, bollocks.
Stupid. Stupid.
I'm gonna give it some more tries here, but
Villains have lost the
So I can follow you
processing
now.
facility.
Follow the green speck.
I'm not gonna be one of those people either who is like, well, the heroes are doing so bad. You know why? Because I'm not doing shit for my team. So
So we're gonna spawn camp.
I'm not helping. Yeah, I'm spawn camping. I hate fucking people that are like, the Alliance never wins Battlegrounds. That's why I don't do worse on Gulch. It's like, you're 10% of the team. If you're fucking ass, that's why you lost.
Fighting! Fighting! Power. Zoom. Gas. Zoom.
Oh god.
Zoom.
The guy locked on disappeared. No, 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 come on! He's so low! No! Meteor! Oh, yes! Oh, what the fuck? The meteor hit him, he didn't die. He's like getting healed.
Oh, we can go to a different place. It's almost
Damn
it's not
it.
the spawn room. That was... At least you keep your supercharge for your super abilities. That's...
Oh, whoop-de fucking do.
That'll help.
Alright, and there's like a lot of teammates going to this red one, so I'm gonna go there and like try and help.
There's
That's
a
my
dude
thing.
at our base. What the hell's he doing here?
They fired the ziggurat EMP. I don't like the sound of that.
Heroes
I
have
think I found out why we
lost
lost
the
last time.
processing facility.
There was a guy at our base. If they take our base, I think we lose. Oh, he's beating me up. He's killed me.
Oh, dude's a block of ice. Well, I'll melt that fucking ice. Okay, I didn't mean to do that button, but I'll accept that.
We're doing too great.
Oh, 3v1 that guy, thank God.
The processing facility have
I'm
lost
gonna
the
head towards the
command
blue.
room.
Blue's usually friendly. I think they know I'm here.
Oh man, Heroes is really good when we like 4v1 shit. We're like really good. Hopefully we outnumber. Oh, what the fuck just happened there? Oh, it's a Sinestra bitch. Oh my god, I just got mowed down.
At least I can take out flyers by just pulling them down with this taser spam.
I want to go to home base. Really? Like a 3-second spawn? Or 5-second spawn? That's ridiculous.
Alright, we're taking out Sinestra at least. Yeah, you're right. When they
My
gang- when we
abilities
gang
aren't
up on
very
them,
good
they're not
too
hard.
for PvP. Because like they're all like close range shit, and there's like guys who fly and all sorts of
So we
stuff.
have to
Like
combust. I'm combusting! I combusted.
maybe they get good later on, or I'm not using it properly or something. But oh no! I want to kill the snow guy. He was low.
This should be helpful. I'm getting raped by this dude here. Oh,
Yeah. Let's kill Broski.
it's a helicopter.
There's a helicopter like mowing me down.
Yeah, it's
Knockback. Oh my god! Just
I think that's the Green Lantern.
massacred.
We've definitely lost this.
Heroes have lost
We
the
did a little better. A little better.
See, when you die in PvP, you want to at least think you've done something, or have some
That's it.
control of the fight, or at least know what the fuck happened. This game is not giving me that feeling.
Just make me feel like you died unfairly.
Like, and I even understand the game. It's domination. I go and I capture points. And like, we've lost already,
Oh,
I understand that. I go and I capture points.
Nope. Oh.
And our team's losing because we're all dying and stuff, or not doing correct strategy, like we're supposed to take one point or another, or something silly like that. But like when I'm in a battle, man, it's just feels like a spam fest of abilities. This turret's hitting me.
Do we even get experience for this? That's what I want to know. Are we getting
I don't know.
experience for doing this? We get experience. It's something. It's not just a waste. No.
Oh my
boy,
god,
that
I
was
do not do
the
lots of deeps, my friends. Oh.
I do-
Oh. Only 300 deeps. Oh.
Oh!
Oh. It's okay, I'm third on my team. That means I did good, right, guys? That's because everything's relative. Alright, we're done doing PvP. Give it 2 chances. I'll give it a chance to live later on. It's not fun.
Maybe when we've got gear. Some crap. Oh, why didn't I use the bow and arrow earlier? So good.
Okay, let's go fly to this quest objective.
Oh, the worst thing about the targeting system, if you don't like lock on, is you just end up aggroing so many mobs that you don't want.
Like, I don't have a problem with PvE, because typically there's not the same type of movement. I mean,
they're not stunning you
it's
at all.
all tank and spank. And, like, that's fine, because it's like a Gauntlet Legend beat-em-up style. It has that feel, and it's, like, cool. But, I mean, like, why even have PvP? Like, I can't even see the system being fun. Well, sorry, I don't see a capture the flag or domination style system being fun. And I'm sorry, but why not have it, Rob? Why not just throw it on for the people who like it? Isn't it good enough reason? Like, if it's not generally fun and most people like doing it, I don't like models of games where people are like, let's just put in a lot of shit so there'll be some shit for everyone. Like, no. Let's have polished stuff and content that's why you play the game.
I don't like that.
I don't know. I'll have to try a PvP. I'll probably try a PvP character in this game on a PvP server. I think it'll just be ganky, but you know, I'm willing to like try it. Like, do you get XP for PvP? Is it like a Warhammer system where the open world PvP might work? Because I mean, as much as Warhammer sucks, just because it's an unpolished piece of shit game and EA's like fucking retarded to buy up Mythic and then dump a money into a game and then release it half-baked when a month before beta they're like just starting to test like level 30 tier content. It's like, really?
Well, that's just EA.
And they're like cutting classes. No, every MMO does that, but I mean, as much as it was stupid, like the general idea of, you know, running around and PvPing and leveling up worked, especially because they basically made it so you just couldn't gank. And like you understood when you were going into a PvP zone. And the characters at that level were so simple. It's like, okay, what do you do? Oh, I run up and I build up 3 combo points and then I execute. I'm a rogue class. Okay, what do you do? Oh, I'm a tank. When you hit me, I get points and I can snare you and all that. Okay, what do you do? Oh, I cast heals. And it's like so simple, and it's not necessarily balanced or awesome. But you know, it doesn't have to be because it's world PvP. And here's the difference: is when world PvP, when you go into a fight, you don't always have full mana. You don't always have full health. You don't always have all your cooldowns ready. And so it's not always fair. Sometimes it's 2v1. Sometimes it's 5v4. Sometimes it's 6v3. Sometimes it's but then it's 6v3. But the people who are 6 just did a big battle, and they're all really low health and like with no mana. So then it's like, okay, well, 3 people can mop that up. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I always like the dynamic of world PvP, because the balance can be less, which is really important, I feel, in an MMO, because you can't like, it's stupid. Like, there's a superhero game, so you know what you expect in a superhero game? Every superhero should beat every other type of hero. But I bet you anyone who plays this game at max level will tell me, and they'll be like, no, not really, Rob. There's some heroes that just don't beat other heroes. And that's imbalanced. Are they supposed to? Yes? Well, that's imbalanced. If they're not supposed to, and it's a rock, paper, scissors system, that's fine, but nobody likes that system. There's nobody on the planet who's like, I love playing MMOs where I walk around and rogues just one-shot me, but I beat the shit out of warriors. Like... But then if you do like a rock, paper, scissors system in open world PvP, then it's like, okay, well, you know, I can't really beat a rogue. An injured rogue I can beat. Or me and my friend can beat a rogue. But it's really easy for me to beat those warriors. because then you have just so many other factors in the balance. Balance and imbalance, man. I try to like tell people that all the time. I try to tell people like the best balance you can have in an MMO is imbalance. And like every time I have this argument with somebody, they'll like just jump in. They'll be like, "You're fucking retarded." And it's just like, okay, well, show me an MMO that's balanced in PvP. Show me one. Well, World of Warcraft, was it balanced for 1v1? No. Was it balanced for 3v3? Okay, well, we know it's not balanced for 3v3. That's what they actually balance for. You know, their arena 3v3 setting. So so you're telling me they balance this game for fighting in a box for these classes, and even then, it's still kind of like, it's kind of balanced. But they know you can't just go in with three random classes. You can't do that. There's metagame shifts that sometimes make it so you can go like Hunter, Rogue, Elemental Shaman, sure, but you can't really go with 3 random classes. So I mean, like, if you're gonna try and play off the fact that your game's balanced, and it's not, because that doesn't exist, and there'll never be a game ever that exists that's balanced. This won't exist. I don't expect people to balance, an MMO. It's you try, like, that's what I mean. Like, Capture the Flag is basically trying to play a Counter-Strike style gameplay, right? It's Counter-Strike style gameplay, but in a game with a bunch of classes. That doesn't work.
No, definitely not. Any game that has putting you against another person
like,
can never be balanced.
Think about it, even Team Fortress 2. Is Team Fortress 2 balanced? Of course not.
Definitely not.
No, it's not balanced. It's not even balanced in competitive formats. Like, in competitive formats, they use, like, 3 classes. Because there are only 3 viable classes.
Scout
I mean,
with
of course
no
it's not
weapons,
balanced.
Basic loadout. Yeah, no spies because spies suck. No pyros because who cares? I don't know. Competitive TF2 just sounds stupid to me. It's not a game that should be played competitively.
I mean, any game can be played competitively if people care about it, but I mean, as a spectator sport, it's like
It's
not entertaining to watch. It's just like, oh, okay, let's watch the scouts run around like assholes. Like, maybe every once in a while there's a sniper. And medics are really good, but I mean, just meh. I mean, okay, well, Guild Wars is a perfect example of balance and imbalance, right? Is Guild Wars balanced at all? No. There's no way, right? But the thing is, there's so much you can do with Guild Wars and classes and team setups that it can kind of change. And I'm sure, I haven't followed Guild Wars since the beta when I was really big in it in the alpha.
I've played quite a bit of it.
And then like at release a little bit. But I mean, I'm sure in Guild Wars there's trends, right? And there's people that use certain builds and everything, but I'm sure those change, and I'm sure that there's a bunch of stuff that's viable, and even probably all the classes get seen, but I don't think anyone could ever go and be like, oh, it's balanced.
No, it's not balanced, but there's cookie card
but
builds,
then again, you don't ever have to talk about Guild Wars and talk about balance, right? You never have to go and be like, nobody ever goes around and be like, Guild Wars PvP's imbalanced, because everyone will just be like, what do you mean? Like, that question doesn't make sense. It's like saying Counter-Strike is imbalanced. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Alright, I think we've decimated these criminals.
We have. We just have been trying to do these arrays, but we keep getting knocked out of the goddamn...
There you go. I shot it with my laser. Quest complete thanks to the Combustible Cougar.
I'm actually looking forward to Guild Wars 2. I'm liking the look of that so far.
I'm not. nothing, like, if you, like, watch anything that the Guild Wars shows off, and you're, like, impressed by that, then apparently you haven't looked at MMOs. Like, when they showed me that giant dragon fight, I was just like, okay, so it's a public quest. And, like, I argued with some people on Reddit that were big Guild Wars fanboys and got downvoted into oblivion, and it's just like, I don't even know why I'm arguing. I know you guys are going to downvote me regardless if I'm right or wrong. But it's just like, so, it's a repeatable quest. And it's a vehicle fight. That's what it is. It's a dragon-based vehicle fight from World of Warcraft. That looks really fancy because the dragons look cool, right? But it's also a public quest because you can do it in the open world. So it's like, how many times would you do that and have fun? Right? Like the same scripted public quest. Because in Warhammer, the answer was once. That's it. And then after that, you're just like, well, I guess I'll grind it for the renown, but then I'm never coming back here ever. So, like, that's, like, one of the things I'm just like, okay. Plus, I mean, even with that system, it's like, okay, but there's only going to be so many public quests, and then when I beat them all, then what, I beat the game? Like, that's the problem with MMOs, is like, you know, unless they have this amazing content stream that just puts WoW to shame, and even WoW is, you know, I think definitely an MMO could come out that could put WoW to shame in content releasing. Like, I just don't think you can like show off public quests and be like, "Here's the game, guys. It's gonna be great." Now, if I look at Guild Wars the same way I would look at Star Wars and be like, "Okay, but maybe it's gonna be a good game that I play for 30 days and never play again," right? Then I'd be like, "Okay, well that public quest thing looks pretty cool, right?" Looks pretty cool, but like from an MMO's perspective, it's like this is what you're gonna do in game. It's like, okay, well, I guess if you're PvP in Guild Wars, which is what I assume they would focus on, but they're not.
Well, they're making like kind of like a Warhammer's Realm versus Realm stuff, but I don't know how it's gonna go. The only reason I'm pretty excited for Guild Wars 2 is just because I like the lore of Guild Wars. I don't really care about the PvP, and I just like the world. So I'm more excited just to play Guild Wars 2. Don't really care about how it goes, just like the lore.
That's why I don't understand Guild Wars. Is like, I think it's gonna be a sweet game, but I would think it would be a sweet game for the PvP. Like, I mean, as far as instance PvP goes, Guild Wars knocked it out of the fucking park. If Guild Wars wasn't around, I would say beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's never been a game that's done instance PvP even remotely good. Never. You couldn't find a game where I'd be like, that's pretty good for instance PvP. But Guild Wars is the only game where I'm like, not only do they do stuff way different than every other game for instance PvP, but a lot of it it makes sense and it's cool. Like for example, like the one like big PvP thing I love is like the 8v8 arena where there's 4 teams. And how it works is you fight one team of 8v8, and then when you beat that, it unlocks part of the level, and then you can go into the center, and then you can so what you want to do is it's not only do you want to beat the other 8v8 team, but you want to beat them faster than the other team beats the other 8v8 team, because that way you get to get in there, you get to get set up, you get to make sure you guys are all healed up. And you have the positionary advantage for when you get to fight that next 8v8 team. And like when I first saw that, I was like, "Holy shit, that is smart and cool. That is fucking sweet." Have I done these? Are these all new races?
No, I think they're the same race.
How do you tell if they're new or not?
Wait, no, maybe I think the grayed out ones are. No, yeah, the grayed out ones are new. Aren't. This is a new one. I'm gonna do it.
So I don't know, like Guild Wars going to focus on PvE actually makes me think that's like, okay, well, it sounds like what they're trying to do is make money. And, I mean, I understand games are a business, right? But if you take a PvP-based game and then turn it into a PvE-based game, me personally, I'm already just like, okay, well, why? I mean, that'd be like if Counter-Strike was like, Counter-Strike Go is going to have a sweet single-player campaign, and it's like, why? The fuck? Why?
Put a story.
Like, it probably actually does, and I'm like, why? Like, why would you have that? Because it means you're going to be, like, focusing on that. Don't fucking focus on that for 2 reasons. One, if you have the time to focus on that shit, release my fucking game earlier. And if you don't have the time to focus on that, why the fuck are you doing it? So it's like with Guild Wars, it's like Guild Wars wasn't really a PvE game. It kind of had this cool PvE game that felt like it's a 4-player co-op adventure, and I'd like to see them expand on that, but they're like, it's going to be an MMO with raiding and no healers, and I'm like, and the no healers thing again makes me go, what is wrong with you fucking morons? Like Warhammer Online had this one guy, somebody will say his name in the chat, his job was to just do videos for Warhammer Online and like make the game big. He was some Euro guy, and he was a pretty funny entertainer, and I guess he was like director of creativity or something for Warhammer Online, and he would come on and he would do these videos, and I'm not gonna lie, this guy was pretty entertaining, and like a lot of his videos I was just like, this is pretty good. But at the same time, anytime he started talking about anything that was like gameplay oriented, you know what the thought came to my head? This guy is fucking stupid and should not be designing a video game. Because the one thing I hate about any video game is same with Mark Jacobs. Like, holy shit, we'll get into that in a second. Oh my god. I can't believe I have to hate on this guy, but I am. Alright, I gotta accept a quest while I mindlessly rant.
Rant away. I'll...
Protect and save. Track.
Is that... Oh, I got it.
Go to
Protect and serve.
Metropolis. How do I get there?
I think we go from the...
I'm finding a new quest.
We're going to
The
space.
world of tomorrow. Go to Metropolis.
Yeah.
Something abuzz. Level 6. Go to Metropolis. Holy shit.
I think we're done.
Mainliner. There's no way we're done. There we go. I gotta get Gotham Hoppers. I need 2 more to finish that Gotham Hoppers quest. Okay, so there was this guy. If you guys watched anything with Warhammer Online up to release, this guy made videos, and he was a pretty cool guy, and he had a lot of cool ideas, and you like him because, you know, he comes off as really, like, spirited to the game. But anytime he talked about anything about gameplay, you were just like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? And he made this movie, and I guess he made it because there's people out there who don't like healing, and then they heard it, and they were like, that sounds great, but I'm going to say this right now. If you don't like healing, you don't play healing classes, right? So why the fuck do you think somebody who doesn't like healing would want to play a class where they're still healing but doing damage to it? Because, like, they had this idea, basically, where there's no such thing as healers. All the healers will heal through doing damage. And I was just like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. You're a dumbass. And that was their original idea. And then in the alpha, they actually tried to do this, and it was just like, okay, well, this doesn't work because it's just stupid. It's like, you can't have a system where all you do is nuke and then dudes just get... It's like, imagine if World of Warcraft didn't have healers and everybody would just disc priest healed. Like, at first you're like, that sounds cool, and then it's just like, no, because then how do you balance it? Is it because everybody just plays a disc priest? Okay, well we'll just make the damage not very good. Okay, well then you just don't run disc priests. This is just like, well, why would you run a healer? Just run another damage dealer. Because you can't really balance that system very well. And even if you can balance it, then it's just boring as hell, because it's like, what do? I do substantially less damage, but I automatically heal the team. It was like in Rift, if you guys played Rift at the first week, where if you went into a battleground with like 2 bards, your team won. Because the bard did like they basically did rogue damage at like level 10 to 20, but it then healed everyone on the team for like 10 people on the team got healed for whatever damage you did. So if you went in the battleground with 2 bards, it was just like, alright, everyone's getting healed as if 2 DPSers worth of characters were on them. It's just like, okay, fucking awesome. And then I think they've balanced and fixed, well, that game's probably still poorly imbalanced, but I know they nerfed that specific part of the game, but that was their idea. And, like, it's really annoying when, like, you know, like, the guy in charge of, like, designing the classes for the game is, like, shitty at video games. Like, and I get that a lot as, like, a feeling I get a lot when I see developers. In fact, World of Warcraft is probably, like, the only game where, like, people always shit on the developers for maybe not being good, but they actually definitely have people who know what they're doing and are good at games. And, like, even, like, when the World of Warcraft was conceived, it had a bunch of people who came from EverQuest, and so they kind of knew what they liked and didn't like in rating. But it's like, you get, like, some people I see in the video games industry, and I'm just like, you have no idea how to play games, man. You're like, what are you doing? Like, you know, you can't design StarCraft 2 if you're, like, Bronze League. Like, I don't know what Dustin Browder is, but I'm sure he's probably at least Diamond. He probably knows a little bit of what he's doing. And, like, there's just some people just like, oh, and so when I was in the Warhammer Alpha, which was so frustrating because I couldn't, like, rant to anyone about it because I had signed an NDA and everything, and, you know, you can't even talk about it. And, like, Mark Jacobs, who at the time was, like, the lead designer, and he was the business side of Dark Age Camelot. He was the creative side, but he was the business side, and now he's become the lead designer, and he's the lead designer on Trials of Atlantis, so, I mean, whatever, we'll get past that. But anyway, he goes on the forum to say he's basically designed every healer class in Warhammer Online. Well, he was part of, he's like the main guy who made it, and there's a bunch of other guys that kind of helped him. But he's like the main guy who comes up with the raw idea, doesn't play healer classes. Okay? And I was just like, what? And so he got a lot of criticism and flack on the forums for this. Because everyone was like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, you don't play 1/3 of your game. This is an MMORPG. You gotta know how to, like, that shit works. And so he went to go play a healer class. You know what healer class he played? The goddamn Warrior Priest. And that changed Warrior Priest, so now it can actually be a legit class. But back in Warhammer Day, man, the Warrior Priest, like, didn't shit all healing. It was just like, what do? Well, you run around with a hammer, and like maybe every 3 minutes you throw a hot on one person or yourself. That's what it actually was. It was like the ultimate soloing class. Ugh. Back to the point, like, I'm like annoyed at Guild. I'm like not really looking forward. Like, I guess you're a nerd and you're like, oh, lore is great, but with Guild Wars, man, I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, okay, all you're showing me is PvE shit, and like, but it's a PvP game. Like, why make Guild Wars 2? Why not make some new IP if you're gonna make some raiding game? Oh, because you're just making money. Okay, well, I don't respect that. Like, I get that you're a company, you're a business, and that's cool, but fuck you. Like,
Next time on Rob's Rants.
dude, I just don't fucking. I'm like if Guild Wars comes out and the PvP is shitty and like all the Korean players are all like, or is it Korea? Who's the big Asian teams? Oh yeah, Chinese. They're Chinese. All the Chinese teams are like, no, we're gonna still play Guild Wars 1 because PvP sucks in Guild Wars 2. I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck, guys? What did you do? What did you do?
See, one thing Guild Wars 2 has that I've not.
I like Total Biscuit a lot. I actually like his casting in StarCraft 2. Obviously, he's not my favorite caster, but that thing being said, there's so many good StarCraft 2 casters. But 9 times out of 10, I disagree with him on like everything gaming. We're completely different. Like when I actually watched his Space Marine video, and like because I watched that video and I saw the game and I was like, that looks pretty cool. And then I went and downloaded it and I was like, holy shit, I completely disagree with you about everything in this game. Because he's just like, I really like it how this game's hardcore and you have to go in tip of my top hat, or you have to go and you have to melee people to get your health back. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid, Total Biscuit. This is the worst thing ever. I hate that system. You know why? Because then I can't play the game the way I want to. I'm like, oh, I have to walk up and I have to I have to. If I don't melee, the next time I get into a fight, I won't have full health. It's like, why can't I just do that? It's just, I don't know. I didn't see his Guild Wars 2. Actually, I think I did.
His Guild Wars 2 PvP one was okay.
I don't think I see his PvP. I think I saw the one where he was talking about classes, because you know,
PvP looks okay.
It was a sneak peek.
I don't really know how well it'll do, but that what I was going to say is the one thing Guild Wars has already. It's not like, say, the Old Republic or anything like that, which, you know, there's a lot of money riding on it with subscriptions and that, because there's no subscription, so there's no chance that it's going to have to go free to play.
Well, the thing is, like, Guild Wars 1 was so, like, big on PvP. They tested the shit out of that for almost a year. Like, just testing so many different things. So, like, even though they're doing all this PvE thing, I can't imagine they're PvPing good if they're under the same sort of management and testing principles. Because, like, they basically had, like, all these professional teams. And, like, I was on a team at the time because we were a Dark Age of Camelot guild, which is Dark Age of Camelot. You ran around in 8-mans with 8 people, and so like even a lot of Dark Age Camelot people got invites if you did any sort of DOC PvP. It was like really easy to get into the alpha, and we got into the alpha as a team, and like there was just so many teams, and like you could just do every game wasn't a pug game. Every game was like a team game, and it was a lot of fun. So I mean, if they're testing PvP the same, I can't possibly see them fucking that up. Anytime I see a preview video for Guild Wars, it's like talking about PvP, dragons and shit, and I'm like, the fuck you? I want to see the PvP. I want to see do you have anything new for PvP? That's what I want to see. But it's like, check out this public quest with a dragon, and now look at our guy. Someone's manning the catapult while these other 40 people beat on the dragon's legs, and it's like, that sounds fun once. We did that shit in Warhammer Online, and you're right, it was fun once. Total Biscuit for me is just like, what's his name from Escapist? Like the only reason people go to Escapist.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. See? I disagree with Yahtzee on like every single point. But then again, Yahtzee is not a PvP gamer. Like he'll like, I'm gonna review Modern Warfare 3 and not play the PvP, and it's just like, but that's the only reason people buy the game. Like sure, there's a couple guys that are like Army war veterans, and they buy it for the single player campaign because they're 45 years old and that's what they like. There's that crowd, but Yahtzee's not that crowd. I watched his Skyrim one, and it was like mind-boggling because, like, well, it's because he's playing Skyrim as a Munchkin, and like, if you go into Skyrim and you play it as a Munchkin, it's like, okay, well, you're not gonna have fun. There's just no way. You can't do it. And like, I understand people like go into that game and they like have so many complaints about it, and like he had like a point where he's just like, every boss fight is how can I exploit this boss, and like you guys saw, was I on Peter P where I was complaining about, you know, jumping up and down, and I even talked about it, like if I was a Munchkin, this is what I would do, like to fight a boss, right, or on master difficulty, you would just run around and kite things because the AI is terrible. But that's the point, you can't play that game like a fucking Munchkin, man. If you go in that game and you try and break it, you will break it. If you go into Skyrim or any Elder Scroll game and you try to like not roleplay, you will just not have a fun experience. You'll just be like, well, this game is terrible. This is the worst game ever created.
I don't know if I want to tell you about what they've done in the most recent patch, but now I'll let you find out for yourself. Maybe it'll happen to Peter P. It'll be quite hilarious.
What did they do in the recent patch?
They broke it.
What do you mean broke what?
Dragons fly backwards.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's Bethesda. What do you expect?
I don't know, man. Any article on the internet who gives Skyrim a 10 out of 10 or a perfect score are retarded. Because like, I mean, hey, Skyrim's a great game. It probably is still game of the year. I don't think it's game of the year for me. I don't think it's game of the year for me, but it's probably still game of the year for a lot of people.
I don't know, a lot of people like. I saw really good stuff on Saints Row the Third. I mean, that game is just that. I've actually not seen that much criticism against Saints Row the Third online, so. Funny. Funny if it took
so far, the only I haven't finished Saints Row, so it's too early. So far, it's too much like Saints Row 2.
Well,
there is not enough difference. Like, I mean, there's been a couple parts where I'm like, oh, it's really cool, but I mean, like, Saints Row 2 was so awesome because me and Roman would just explore. We didn't even do the main. Did we even do the main quest, guys, in Saints Row 2? I don't think we did.
Like,
I think
like tiny bits.
Yeah, I think for the most part, all me and Roman did was just explore the city and keep finding like cool new like secondary objectives. And like Saints Row 3, we couldn't do that. Like, we had to go do the missions, and then the missions were just, you know, you go do these objectives, they were go do the mini games, and like all the mini games are the same. And like, I understand like incorporating some of the mini games from the old one, but it's like every mini game, and they're all exactly the same, and it's just like, okay, but now there's just a game with some new physics and stuff. So I don't know. Like, I think it's too early to tell, but I feel like I'm getting close to the end of this game. Is this where I'm going? Go to the watchtower to continue your mission.
Yeah, we have to go to space.
Oh, fucking okay. Well, let me make sure I've completed all these quests. Use the crime alley kiosk. Here we go. The quest that I'm doing is called Explore Wayne Legacy.
Alright, I got that. Good.
Cleaning up the quests while we rant. Like, I don't know. Like, the thing is, like, with Saints Row 2, Roman wanted to play Saints Row every single night. And Roman's actually, like, not contacting me to be like, oh, let's play more Saints Row. Like, ever since we played the last game, he hasn't talked to me a single word about playing that game. And I'm sure he enjoys it and wants to play it more, but it's like, I don't think it's anywhere near the same fun for him, because I think he's just the same feeling of, yeah, it's all the same shit. And it's just, so I don't know. I still think it's insanely fun. I think if you've never played Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3 is probably, like, amazingly awesome for you and could be game of the year for you. But
one thing I do like about Saints Row 3 more than Saints Row 2 is it was much better on the PC than Saints Row 2 was.
Yes. Saints Row 2's on PC was awful.
Oh, that was hardship. But I don't know. I think maybe if you guys finished it, just for the story bits, because the story bits are kind of funny and reactions. Like, Saints Row 2, you skip cutscenes, crap. Saints Row 3, they're actually kind of entertaining. As long as you don't listen to the dialogue.
Once an upper-class area known as Park Row, Crime Alley got its name from the murder of Thomas
Again,
and
it's not
Martha
supposed to
Wayne.
be...
What, am I just supposed to click this and watch this
Yeah,
boring
you're supposed
scene?
to.
Okay.
Smart Gotham slide
Is that my
into
thing?
tragedy and despair.
Ah.
I've already seen the toilet thing. It's going to be funny for all of 10 seconds. And you know what? It's actually going to be less funny because Roman's seen it too. And the funniest bits are when Roman catches things off guard, which is why I'll never understand why you guys try to like link clips and stuff to Roman, because Roman always tries like his hardest to avoid that stuff, because Roman's terrible. Roman can't fake anything. I can fake stuff and be entertained, and you guys probably won't even notice. But like Roman, nope. If we don't record something, it won't be funny the second time. Never is. We've scrapped so many group podcasts like that because of bad audio or something like that, or a bad disconnect that just ruins it, or robot talking or something like that, and then Roman or Gary will robot talk, and we don't notice till we go back to record it, and we can't redo it. It's just not funny the second time.
That's just a thorough way of doing things, like, you know.
Okay, I should
No point.
never link Roman anything ever.
Leave Roman in the dark. He doesn't need to know anything.
I don't even know why you guys are like linking me to the toilet thing, because now I've seen it. See, it's one thing if like it surprises you and you're like, oh my god, we're running around this toilet. Now we're going to get there, and if Roman's surprised, I'll fake it. And you guys will know I'm faking it. But I'll still be like, this is the best thing ever. But if Roman's seen it before, he'll be like, heh, we're a toilet. And that'll be it. That's all he'll say. Is this really a quest where we just fly around and have to listen to some
It's the same thing when you
nerd
watch it.
talk?
Okay.
Ugh. What a nerd quest.
Well, you've only seen the toilet thing, right? You haven't seen like any of the later boss stuff, right? So if you
No,
have, then
no.
that's that's okay.
I've tried to avoid this stuff.
There's still some good bits that will be, and they will be genuinely funny.
Like, I mean, the
Yeah.
tiger thing was really funny, but the gameplay of it was really shitty. But the fact Roman could punch a tiger was really funny. Like, the actual gameplay of it was, like, really poor and crappy, and I was just like, I don't understand how you guys even think this is a fun minigame. But the fact we were running around with the tiger was pretty good to begin with.
It's just something to base just to be funny with. It's good.
Oh god, I was so angry when I saw that video of putting a pot on someone's head in Skyrim, because you guys knew I was going to do that. I'm the fucking guy who, when in Amnesia, I built a Lego tower. Like, that happened. I built a tower of, like, dominoes in Amnesia. Like, and then, like, on day one of Skyrim, I'm about to go play the game, and some fucking gay-ass Euro guy downloaded the game early and whatever, because he's got to have it early, and makes a video on YouTube, and I'm stupid enough to click it to see what it's all about, and I see him put a bucket on someone's head and then steal everything, and I'm like, damn it, I would have accidentally done this. Damn it! It's not the same now.
Staying in the dark is usually the best way to be about games. I think it's okay. It might be okay with MMOs because it's not really spoiling MMOs. But
I'm not going to be one of those gay-ass movie dudes on the internet who sees other funny things and reenacts it on his stream, because I see so many assholes like that who like see funny internets or take an internet joke and then use it on the stream pretending it's their own bit, and I'm just like, fucking serious, I hate you. Because actually Gary linked me a video of like a dude, and it's like his clips from Skyrim, and he had the clip of him putting a thing on his head and then stealing stuff, and I was just in the exact same shop and everything, and I was just like, no, you didn't do that. I know you didn't. The original YouTube video has like 500,000 views, you liar. Okay, now what do we do?
Well, we have a choice. Do you want to stay in Gotham and do the Gotham level 13 quest, or do you want to go to Metropolis and do the level
Explore
12?
Gotham. I have to visit the Gotham docks.
Which one's that called?
I don't know, the quest we just finished had a follow-up.
Did it?
I'm glad we're doing boring quests while we talk about other
yeah,
things.
I suppose it's true. Alright, just getting trinkets and stuff then. The rings.
The
Take
one
a shiny
company I want to see start making PC titles is Nintendo. And for
Oh,
that,
Nintendo.
in order for that to happen, you guys need to stop buying Nintendo fucking systems. Like, right now. Like, I'm
That'll
done.
happen.
The Wii was the last one, guys.
It was
And you know why? Because I want to see a Pokemon MMO. But I don't want to see a damn fucking Pokemon MMO on the Wii. That'd be the worst
Wii U.
piece of shit ever. I don't want to see it in their
Wii U,
new system. Because
so
you know what?
stupid.
Ever since N64, Nintendo hasn't made a good system. I don't care if it's making money. That's great. It's awesome. But GameCube was actually kind of shitty. It wasn't that great.
Wii was terrible.
It was meh. Wii is like, come on. Is there anyone here in chat play their Wii in the last month? Really? I didn't think so. I don't. You can. There's gonna be one guy who said like, "Oh, I did, Rob. You're full of shit." No, you didn't. What did you play? Oh wait, the new Zelda game came out. Damn it. Okay, besides the new Zelda game, you assholes. No, you didn't. Besides the new Zelda game, nobody's touched their Wii. Get out of here.
E3 this year.
Mario Kart, come on.
I was in stitches when they announced the Wii U.
You must have been at like a party or something and pulled out the Mario Kart. Nobody here like sat down and like played, you know, some RPG or I don't even know what titles the Wii has. Like, I'll fucking look it up. Nobody's played any new releases on the Wii. Nobody's playing this system. You know. Okay, I'm not even dead serious. Do you know who in my family has put the most time on the Wii? Do you know who? My goddamn grandmother. Do you know what my grandmother plays? Every single morning, this woman wakes up and does her Wii fitness routine. I'm not even kidding you. She does this every single day. Every day. She does it. She loves it. She thinks it's great. She does the same Wii Fitness routine. My grandmother puts more hours on Wii Fitness than everyone else in my family combined. My brother owns a Wii. My other brother owns a Wii. My sister owns a Wii. I even own a Wii that me and Krista play. Grandmother tops us all. That's why the Wii's selling millions of copies, man.
Old people.
So if you ever want to see a Pokemon MMO on a PC, because let's face it, if it was on a Wii, it would be shitty, it would be terrible.
Or 3DS.
We need Nintendo to go bankrupt so somebody else can buy their IP. So stop buying Nintendo shit. Skyward Sword comes out, who cares? Skip it. There's so many other good games to play. Don't support Nintendo, because if you want to actually see really good Nintendo games in the next 20 years, we need Nintendo to die. Okay? That's what we need to happen. So tell your friends that if they want to support Nintendo, they won't support Nintendo. Okay?
What's this Lighthouse West? Where do I have to actually go for this?
I don't know. I'm like in the lighthouse. I don't think I'm supposed to be here, but I'm fucking here now.
Top. There used to be like it wasn't an official Pokemon MMO, but there was a Pokemon like online thing, wasn't there? I know that got shut down. I used to play that. That was kind of fun.
You know what? Even if they made a Pokemon MMO, they would fuck it up.
Oh, they would.
Nintendo knows nothing about MMOs. If they announced a Pokemon MMO, I would be heartbroken. You know why? Because it means somebody good can't make a Pokemon MMO. It means that when I'm a super rich millionaire in 20 years, and I'm like, Nintendo's bankrupt, and I'll be like, let's buy their IPs. Just get Pokemon. Because I know how to make a Pokemon MMO. It'll be great. Everybody that is like, it'll be a nostalgia. It'll be perfect. Nintendo would fuck it up, man. You know why? Have you seen Pokemon in their IVs and shit? It's terrible. They still haven't gotten right of this system. 5 generations in, we're still using this terrible system. Volcano! Oh man, this has turned into a rant stream.
Rant stream.
It's not even Combustible Cougar. I'm not even doing the Combustible Cougar voice. So there you go, guys. You heard it here first. If you want to support Nintendo, don't support Nintendo.
It's for their own good.
That way Nintendo is bankrupt. Their IPs go all over the place. Some IPs get teared apart. But then we get, like, wicked things. Like, man, like, Valve buys, like, Metroid. And then they're just like, fuck Episode 3. We're going to make, like, a sweet Metroid game with our new Half-Life engine. And everyone's just like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Thank you, Valve, for buying the Metroid IP. And everyone's like, no problem. It's all thanks to Rob, who told everyone to make Nintendo go bankrupt so they'd sell their IPs off when they start going broke.
What Valve can do
Like Blizzard would pick up the Zelda franchise, man. They'd make a Zelda MMO, World of Goddamn Zelda. Like you just, everyone would just be like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever!" And no company could have done this better. But do you think that's gonna happen now? You think Nintendo's gonna sell their shit to Blizzard? No, they're not gonna. And even if they did, even if they licensed it, like, what's his name? Muagati would come in and he'd have these stupid ideas that work in single player, and Blizzard would be like, yeah, but that's not balanced in MMOs. And he'd be like, no, let's give the Zelda class the power to kill everyone. And they'd be like, you're Japanese. Why are you talking in a Mario accent? I'm making the Mario. Fuck you.
But then you have the alternate. What happens if Nintendo gets so big that they buy out everyone else?
Then we just are stuck with shitty games for the rest of our life, man.
So terrible. I'd actually like to see how many people will buy a Wii U. Really
Zelda MMO is so good that 5 years later, Blizzard is like, hey, we're announcing a new MMO. It's called the Animal Crossings MMO. And it's just like, whoa! This is a fucking cool idea. This is great. I'm so glad Blizzard's doing it. But then everyone like boycotts it because they have like a real life auction house, and everyone's like, "Oh, we hate this because we're stupid, and we're gonna boycott Diablo 3 because they have a real life auction house, and for some reason we're dumbasses or don't trust Blizzard to know what they're doing. They're just trying to make more money off microtransactions." It's like, no, you fucking dumbasses. You know what it means? Do you know what the real life auction house means for everyone in this chat? Do you know what it means? It means that if you get bored and you decide to quit Diablo 3, you can go sell all your shit and your characters and make $20.
Make back your money. Well, not all your money, but some.
You make $20. Doesn't that sound awesome? Imagine all the MMOs you play. Imagine you play all these MMOs you play. Imagine if at the end of it, you can just sell everything and make $20. Doesn't that sound fucking cool? Because that's what you're going to use it for. Or, guess what? Maybe you're on the opposite side. Maybe you're dead bones and you're rich and you're like, you know what?
Whoa.
I want the Super Axe sword and it costs $1 on the real life auction house. I'm going to go buy it. Like, people are all like, oh, the Chinese are going to ruin the economy. What? Do you guys realize that the reason why the World of Warcraft on your server has a good economy is because there are people farming herbs? Sure, if you're some asshole and you're like, the price of herbs is so shitty, I can't make any money. It's like, yeah, but there's so many herbs that everyone else on the server could buy them. Because there's Chinese people out there farming you herbs for your real life, some dude's real life monies. You should be grateful that the Chinese are farming virtual items. That way, when you level up alchemy, you know, it doesn't cost you like 300 gold a stack for like Peace Bloom, because nobody does it. It only costs 20 gold a stack, because they got that shit on lockdown. Oh, shit.
You know what's
Get out of
here,
here,
on the EU servers is that there wasn't that many farmers. It's actually kind of hard to get some crappy ingredients. All in the US servers.
You think like the Chinese farmers are going to ruin the Diablo server? No, you know what they're going to make it? They're going to make it so the super blade of ultimate death does not cost $100. It costs $5. So if you quit the game and you found the super blade of ultimate death, you can make $5. Yeah, if you could have made $100, you would have been sweet. But for everyone else, it's just like, man, the super blade of ultimate drop, I've done Bliss Feral Cavern 17,000 times. It's never dropped. You know what? I'm just going to buy it online for $5. Thank you, Chinese people. Because I didn't want to spend $100. I wouldn't have spent $100. But you know what? I'll spend. Oh, look at that! It's not $5. It's $2 because the Chinese market is getting so competitive that it's even cheaper. Thank you, Chinese. Thank you for your service you do to MMOs. Yes, spamming is gay. We don't like the Chinese who do that. It's really lame. However, if you think about it, doesn't the real life market kind of get rid of the spamming? Because why do they spam, right? That's the only thing people hate about gold spammers, right? Is the tells. They hate the tells and they hate the spamming in chat. That's what everyone hates about gold farmers. Do you really hate the fact they're farming items? No. Maybe it's gay if they steal your herbs and shit, but then just play on a PvP server, you pussy. Then you know what you can do? You can kill the Chinese farmers. There you go. If you play on a PvE server, just don't suck at clicking. Because you know what? The Chinese, they don't have very good mice. their mouses to click on things, they're not very good. So they don't click on things very well. Like, when I was herbing and mining, just even recently on Catacombs, I'm a character who leveled up purely off herbing and mining because Blizzard had that sweet idea, and I loved it. I thought that was a cool idea for my urban farming character who doesn't do anything but urban farm. I was like, man, now I can level up through this shit. High fucking five. Do you know what I saw anytime a Chinese farmer tried to steal my herbs? I just kick his ass to that herb because I have an epic flying mount. Chinese farmers don't waste money on epic mount. They don't even buy mounts because they have to sell their gold. They don't even have armor and shit. I'll just fly there. I got the 10% flying. Still, I'll waste the money on that. I'm rich, World of Warcraft. The Chinese, they'd be like, oh no, we don't have the epic flying mount speed. We can't get the herb as fast as you, Rob. And I'll be like, that sucks, Chinese, but I want these herbs. So, you're just not going to make any rice for your family today. And I feel bad because I know that Chinese guy is going to not get paid today because he's not going to make his quota. But, I mean, that's the circle of life.
Anyway, if you want to get that quest that we're on, come outside the lighthouse.
I'm meeting up with Nighthawk in the... So I should not be down here?
No.
So all the NPCs I killed is for nothing? So, but you think about it, like, the only thing we really hate about Chinese farmers is spam. And with the real-life auction house, oh my god, the Chinese farmers don't need to spam. Because they just put stuff on the auction house. Wait a second. That also means that people who, like, are retarded and buy things through the Chinese farmers and then get their account hacked and banned and all that shit don't have to go to like shady websites that like install spyware and stuff. So that means people are going to get their account hacked less. So wait a second, the real life auction house means people are going to get hacked less and people can still do all the stuff that can happen anyway. Because that's the big thing is people think that you can't pay to win in MMOs. But if anything's tradable, you can pay to win. You can right now. You can go and buy. Fuck it. Let's do it, Dead Bones. I'm gonna find it right now.
Find what?
WoW Gold.
Oh, no,
These
don't do
fucking
it, Rob.
exist. Every fucking game. WoW Gold.
Rob.
You don't believe me? EverQuest Gold.
Guild Wars money. Guild Wars
Man,
gold.
how old
Do
is
it, Guild Wars.
EverQuest, guys? Because I can still fucking buy gold online for EverQuest. Yeah,
Guild Wars gold.
let's kick it up a notch. What's a game that nobody plays? Oh, here, they got a list. Let's go. Call of Duty. What the fuck can you buy in Call of Duty?
Warhammer Gold.
Maple Story. Sure. Oh, whoa, even better. RuneScape. Fucking RuneScape Gold. Look at this. I don't support this website. Don't even look at it. Don't even think about buying RuneScape Gold. But look at this. I can buy this. So anyone who thinks like, oh, Blizzard's selling out and blah, 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 blah. This is going to ruin the game. Fuck you, you dumbass. Because you can already do it. Look at all these games you can already buy. Left 4 Dead. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What do I even buy in Left 4 Dead? But it is on this category of things I can buy in video games. So if you are some dumbass thinks the Diablo 3 auction house, I hope that I have changed your mind just a little bit, and you are trying to rethink your opinion on Diablo 3 real-life money auction house. Because all it does is make it so people do things legally, not through illegal websites, so they don't get their account banned, they don't get their account hacked for shit they were going to do anyway regardless, because they wanted to do it, they had the money, they didn't give a shit, they were like, I hate leveling in WoW, I just want to power level a level 70, they can do it in the stupid game, right? They can do it in the game, through the trade system, they can go buy their scroll of leveling, or they can buy their super axe sword, right? It doesn't affect you, it's not even an MMO, right? And then there's no spam, so you don't have these assholes spamming. Go to ixg.net/discount code CPRIS. They don't spam your fucking game because they don't need to. I'm sure there'll be some spammers because they'll still want you to go to the website, but those guys are going to learn quick that nobody does that shit because everyone can just use the real-life auction house. Where's this guy I got to talk to?
Just behind the lighthouse, like directly behind on the floor.
Oh, is he on the ground?
Yep. Then you go, and then we get a quest to either
Where is he?
do or got there. It's the computer thing.
Oh.
This thing. It's more nerdy.
I thought
Listen to
for some reason I
voice
thought I had to
thing.
talk to someone.
A beacon of light in the midst of
More
blue
nerdy.
water.
Listen to tour
The
guide
lighthouse
stuff.
is a well-known landmark in Gotham, though few have ever set foot
That's
inside.
fun.
I suggested they convert the
Also, I
lighthouse
found I can
into
run on
something
water,
basic.
which
Oh,
is
fuck
amazing.
this guy. I'll totally ban this guy. I'm not a
Is
fan
he-
about rants about nothing. Don't watch my stream.
Rob's rants are the best.
Oh
It's
my
opinions.
goodness.
I like opinions.
Why are you
Anyway,
watching? What do you mean you muted the audio? To watch what? I wasn't even doing anything. Why wouldn't you just turn off the stream? Oh man,
I don't get why people just can't play. I'm like Diablo 3 for the sake of the gameplay. Looks. Oh, I love Diablo.
I like never do this too. Like I never go on
No,
like
you
tangents.
never. There was
And
one
I
time,
don't really like to go
one
on
time.
tangents because my opinions are always really dead and you can't argue with them, and I'm very blockheaded, and so I don't really like going off on my opinions on anything because they're my opinions and I'm allowed to have them, and they're allowed to be stupid, and they're allowed. Are we supposed to be down here?
Where are you? I don't even know.
In the building. I zoned into the lighthouse again.
No, we're not in the.
And like you can't argue with me because I'm on a stream and I'm barely reading chat, and like I mean that's why I don't do rants like this. I would never do like a Rob's rant show because even if you like find it entertaining or whatnot, I understand that like I would just piss off a lot of people by having opinions on everything. Like, let's go talk about abortion, why it's awesome and terrible at the same time. Like I'm not. That's why I don't do it. So I apologize if this is not what you guys are used to on stream time.
This is only the second time it's
You
happened.
you are totally fine for you to disagree with me on every single point I said. I'm sure there's plenty of reasons why the real life auction house sucks. I'm sure there's reasons why you think Mark Jacobs is not a shitty ass healer. You're allowed to disagree on every single thing, and I totally respect you for that, but that's why I typically don't go on rants. But today's a rant day. Oh, what's next? Whoa, what's next?
So, Gabe, good day is the cougar back.
State of ruin and filled with the hopeless
Cougar
poor.
boys to really
Only
make
those
them
with little regard for their own life dare to walk these crime.
But no, but seriously, don't support Nintendo. We need Nintendo to die, guys. We'll have better games.
Alright, we've got plenty of quests left to do, but... Keep doing Gotham
You just
quests?
pass that on. Let's see if we can get it trending on Twitter worldwide. Don't support Nintendo for better games.
They're gonna send the
'Cause, I
Mario Bros
mean,
after you.
You know, does Nintendo make good games anymore, or do they just have good IPs? That's all I'm saying. I think somebody could make a better Zelda game. I think somebody could make a better Pokemon game. I think somebody could make a better Mario game. That's all I'm saying.
Here's another thing, show me a new Nintendo IP.
I think the most recent IP they have is Animal Crossing, which is actually
That's
pretty.
That's like...
That's still like 10 years, yeah. But it's
Yeah.
still pretty good.
It is, yeah, but like I say, they have good IPs.
But typically Nintendo doesn't even make their IPs anymore. Like even Pokemon, it's like they bought a company who's up and
Oh, yeah.
coming, and then we're like, yeah, this is now Nintendo, like Game Freak. So
You belong to us now.
So that was Gotham's East End. It's a dark and dismal place.
Alright, let you do that, and then you can talk to Commissioner Gordon to keep doing stuff in Gotham, or you can go do some of this Metro stuff.
I mean, a lot of franchises get ruined when other companies take them. And I know if we support Nintendo, what if the shitty companies buy the franchises, right? So stop supporting shitty companies, you assholes. Why do you guys keep buying Ubisoft games? You know what? I love Ubisoft. And then you know what they did? They started making shitty started making
DRM.
shittier games. And they started putting DRM on all their crap. That really
Oh,
makes me furious.
stupid. I mean, I like Assassin's Creed.
You need to
but
stop supporting the shitty companies, guys.
Or if you're gonna buy their games, wait till they go on stupid prices on Steam. Like, lowest amount of money you could pay for it.
The most frustrating thing with Pokemon right now is if you want to play competitively, you have to hack.
I didn't even. But I've never really been that interested in competitive Pokemon, to be honest. Sure, it's a rough and tough game.
Well, you know how the Pokemon... Okay, wait, what do we do now? What am I doing now?
We have lots of quests left to do. We've all these quests.
So... Oh, I'm doing Call to Heroes.
Where's that?
Go to the Diamond District GCPDP to continue your mission. And I can
Did
fly
you
to
get
it.
that, Gordon?
I don't know. I'll try and share it.
Let's see if there's a... Whoop, phasing. Oh, not phasing.
I'm trying to hitting share. I think I got it in the city.
Did you? Alright, we'll try hitting share again because I was...
I'm
Loading
spamming
into
it. It's not clickable, so...
No.
Yeah.
it's not really doing much. Maybe I've already done it.
I don't know. It's I have to report to the alert recruiter.
Oh yeah, that's in. I think I already did. That was in here. And
Is it this big black city? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I know what that one does.
Well, here's how the Pokemon stats work. Okay, I'm not fucking kidding you. When you catch here's why Pokemon sucks. We're gonna fucking do this. This is new rank, guys. All right? Do you know why Pokemon sucks? Because everyone who liked Pokemon when it came out probably also watched a little bit of the Pokemon anime. Enough of it to go and like learn like some of the Pokemon lore, right?
Yeah, the Pokemon lore.
And what Pokemon lore teaches you, okay? Pokemon lore teaches you is that you can catch any Pokemon and it can be a champion. That's fucking bullshit. You cannot turn any Pokemon into a champion. If you catch a Pikachu and all of its IV stats are below 10, you have caught a shitty Pokemon. In fact, in more recent episodes of Pokemon, there's this new character. Oh, we got all tab, guys. We're gonna find him. What's his name? His name's like Chris or Greg or something in the English. Diamond and Pearl Pokemon Wiki. I did not spell Pearl right, but that's okay. Okay. What's this character's name? Somebody in chat who still watches this shit. Paul Pokemon. Here we go. Alright, here's Paul, okay? Paul right here, you probably didn't watch this anime. I saw an episode of Diamond and Pearl. I just kind of stopped watching Pokemon. I really should go watch it all, get caught up. But anyway, Paul right here, once upon a time, he starts going in the forest and he catches a bunch of bird Pokemon. I think he was catching Pidgeys, okay? And Ash catches up and he's like, "Oh, hey Paul, you caught all these Pidgeys." And Paul's like, "Yeah." And then Paul's like, and throws one away. And he's just like, he releases it and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." And Ash is like, why'd you release that? And he's like, "Its stats sucked and it didn't have the right ability I wanted." And Ash is like, "Paul, you could turn every Pokemon into a champion, okay?" So in this one scenario, right, they make Paul look like a dick, okay? But if you play the Pokemon game, you fucking do this too. You are Paul. You know, maybe if you play it really, really just basically, right? You just play through the game and then you quit, right? You're Ash, okay? You're Ash catching. You catch one Rattata and you train that Rattata, right? But if you're not that, what do? You go out and you catch 5 Rattatas, and you look at their stats, and you go, "This Rattata has the most stats." And you release all the other Rattatas, or you let them rot in Professor Oak's PC. Right? This is what happens. You do this every single time you play Pokemon. So somehow, in the Pokemon games, 5 generations later, they have you playing the character that in the anime, they make to look like the worst person on the planet. They're like, "This guy's evil." You know what he did? He's like that one guy, Charmander. "Hey, Charmander." And he had this pet Charmander, and he left the poor Charmander on a rock in the rain. Why? Because Charmander wasn't a very good Pokemon. He was just like, "Oh, I don't care about my Charmander. I'm just gonna leave my." Where is this guy? Charmander.
Keep saying
That's how he says it too, right?
I know.
Charmander, YouTube.
Keep saying it.
Here he is. Wait.
Oh.
No, that's not it. What's the guy? Okay, it's like the episode
It's one of the early
Ash
episodes. Isn't it?
Charmander.
Yeah, it's the early episodes. Oh, you're just gonna get a bunch of
Oh,
fucking Ash Charmander hugging crap.
You guys know what I'm talking about. There's like this weird, who knows what accent he is guy. And he's like, I don't care about my Charmander. I left him in the rain because he's a Charmander. That Charmander's gonna fucking die. This dude released him on a rainy day, and the Charmander was apparently bred in captivity or something because it's retarded. It doesn't know, like, "Oh, it's raining. I should probably, like, go under a tree or in a cave because I'm gonna die if I'm in the rain from the cold." He's got a retarded... Because he basically had a retarded Charmander, and you know what he did? He was just like, "Fuck it. I don't want this Charmander. I'm going to get rid of this Charmander. I don't want this Charmander anymore. It's a shitty Charmander. I'm just going to release it." So he releases this Charmander, and Ash is just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this man left this Pokemon who's bred in captivity and is partially retarded to die in the rain." And he takes it and turns it into a Charizard and becomes the best Pokemon ever. But you know what would actually happen in the game? If you went and you caught this retarded Charmander that is retarded and apparently has like all IV stats of like 2, and like you bred it into a Charmander, it would lose to Venusaurs. There would be Venusaurs that are like specially defense. The Charmander will come out and be like, "Go Charmander!" And the Charizard will be like, because his nickname's Charmander, that's why he still calls it Charmander. And he would do like a flamethrower, and it would hit that fucking Venusaur like, boom! Venusaur right in the face, boom! And the Venusaur would just go, it would be like, oh! And it would say it's super effective at the bottom. Venusaur would lose like 5% of his hit points. Because that's Pokemon in the video game. That's what happens if you properly train your Pokemon. If you properly train your Pokemon and breed their stats correctly, the Charizard with the super effective attack on the retarded Charizard not trained properly with like stats and fucking special defense because you retarded it, you leveled it up off Pokemon who buff your special defense, because that's EVs. You guys know what EVs are? Because apparently when you kill Pokemon in the game, you get EV stats, and EV stats are based on what Pokemon you kill. So if you kill the wrong Pokemon, your Pokemon grows up retarded and has shitty stats, and is shitty. So if you have your shitty Charizard attacking a Venusaur, you know what happens? It loses 5% health, and you know what the Venusaur does? It then just kills you, because it's not retarded, and it was trained properly. So this Paul guy in this Pokemon, he trains his Pokemon properly. And Ash comes up and is like, you can turn any Pokemon champion. And you know what Paul says? He says,
Looking at the quote.
what the fuck are you talking about, Ash, you retard? That's not how Pokemon works. That's not how Pokemon works, you dumbass. He's like, where'd you get your Charmander? Was it retarded in the rain?
He got rid of Charizard in the end, didn't he? He like left him in some sort of Charizard resort.
Yeah, he left it because it was retarded. Like, it had to be retarded. The dude went from he obviously had a retarded Charmander because Charmander evolves like twice in 2 episodes. So that means like that Charmander must have been like level 50, and Ash gets like 1 level and turns into a Charmeleon, and then gets 1 more level and turns into a Charizard. And it's just like, what? What the fuck just happened? Do we go in here? Go to the Diamond District? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't. Maybe they'll give me the quest in here. Hopefully.
Report to a loot recruiter in the Diamond Station. You didn't have to come here to do this?
Nope. Although I think I already went to an elite alert recruiter because I think they're over by the mail, so I might have already done that. This way.
So if Nintendo was to right now make a Pokemon MMO, it would suck ass. Because first off, you would not be able to hack Pokemon anymore. Because the only reason you can hack Pokemon is through stats. So you know what you'd have to do? You'd have to go out and catch 500 Charmanders. And then you would have to take those 2 Charmanders and inbreed them 500 times. And then you would take the bastard inbred children of your retarded Charmanders and then breed them 500 times. And then after hours of slaving over this retarded system for getting the proper stats of your Pokemon that they don't even tell you in the proper game, so the only way you can know if they're properly trained is to actually then level them up and then test them against other people to check like the pixels on the bar. After hours of this stupid thing, you would have 1 Pokemon and you would hate yourself in this stupid game. You'd just be like, this is terrible, but it took me forever to level this Charmander.
And this is why the suicide rate in Japan is so high.
I don't even have any fan mail, so I don't even have to go into my
Pokemon
cougar.
suicides.
So I'm sorry, but no. If they did a Pokemon MMO right now with the same how Pokemon is built, it would suck. And if you don't think it sucks, then that is your opinion. Because you know what MMOs are about, guys? They are about being munchkins. MMOs are about being munchkins. You don't have a choice. When you play World of Warcraft, what do you do once you start getting closer to higher level? You start figuring out talent specs. You go check guides online. You try to figure out what stats you are. You go on the forums. Maybe you're like me. You even do the math yourself because you're just like, I'm such a munchkin. I'm going to figure this shit out. So I am optimizing my character. You do not run around going, I kind of like crits. I'm going to add crit to my gear. Maybe you do it, but maybe you just don't care. But if you're trying to like do any PvP or any raiding, you probably care just a little bit to do some sort of research and where you will actually just go and figure out, hey, or you'll ask someone, you'll be like, hey, what's the stat I do? But if you're playing a Pokemon MMO, do you really think you're just going to go and catch that retarded Charmander, get to level 100, and be like, hey, let's go duel. Okay, I choose you, Charizard. I choose you, Venusaur. Haha, you chose the wrong Pokemon, Paul. Charizard, use Flamethrower. Charmander. What? It was super effective. Why did it only do 5%? Because you're fucking retarded.
Oh, that should be the new super effect. That's what should come up.
Oh, I unlocked Robin. What am I supposed to do for this quest? New instances available. Oh.
Yeah, that was the PvE Legends.
Do we unlock...
That's the one where we play as the heroes.
Can we do a duo yet?
Robin.
Oh, man. See, we want to do duos.
Yeah, the duos sound like the ones that we were after.
Okay, what do we want to do then?
We got plenty of quests.
Pick
so,
one.
here's
Demons on the
what
loose.
That's what I was about to say.
Let's go to Metalopolis. How do we get there?
Back in here. And we go to the space.
We go to the space station? Okay.
Space station. Stupid space station.
A munchkin is a term for a D&D player who, when they play D&D, they don't role play, but they instead try to min-max their stats. So, like, your average people, well, Dungeons & Dragons is more so about role-playing, but ever since 4.0, it's kind of gone more munchkin-y in the sense that people care about their stats, their abilities and stuff, and less about their character. Like, typically when you make a Dungeons & Dragons character, what you're supposed to care about is
backstory,
your story of your character, what your character would do. Like, for example, try right now, if you own a copy of Skyrim, make a new character in Skyrim, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to play a wizard, okay? You play a wizard. You don't have the physical ability to really... You don't have a lot of physical strength, so, I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, wield a weapon and be very strong with it. You're a good-natured person, so anytime you get a quest and it's like, murder this person, you can't do that quest, right? You just can't do it. You have to say, like, no, I wouldn't do that. My character wouldn't do that, because that's what role-playing is, right? That's at the heart. Your role-playing is you play a character. And, like, you've seen me do it a little bit in Guy and Peter P and stuff, right? But if you, like, actually do it, it's really fun. Skyrim's actually 10 times more fun if you go in there being a character. And you can do whatever you want. You want to play as an orc murderer and murder everyone? Do it. Just stay in character. Don't suddenly start going, all right, I'm going to go do some quests. Oh, this lady wants me to deliver some groceries across town. No, you don't deliver the groceries. You kill the lady, you eat the groceries, because you're an orc. That's what you do, right? You can make whatever character you want. You can even go in there and not really know what your character is, but start to develop it on your own. You can be like, okay, what do we do when we do this?
I'm going to try and find just follow me and I'll try and find... You
Okay.
keep talking?
Okay.
I'll try and find the reasons to where we're supposed
You
to
can even go into Skyrim and not know what you want to do, but just don't try to do everything, right? Don't try to go like, oh, I'm going to go in, I'm going to craft all the best armor in the game right away, right? Because if you're going to craft, you just do it as you get the materials and stuff. You don't really, unless you're a crafter. Maybe you just want to play the game as a crafter, but that's what role-playing is. And a munchkin is a person who literally goes in and is just like, all right, let's see, I can buy the daggers really cheap and then enchant them and sell them back for more money, and if I do this over and over, I can have the best armor in like 20 minutes. And then I'll optimize it for my damage stat, and let's see, if I go orc, I'll get the best racial ability, and that's going to be really good. That's what like a munchkin is somebody who like min-maxes their character. And in MMOs, there's not really a lot of role-playing in MMOs, unless you join like... You can, like, if you join, like, a role-playing guild, like, if you guys remember, like, even we did a little bit of that in the Sisterhood in World of Warcraft. I don't even think there's a single person here who was in the Sisterhood, because I think everyone who joined that guild ended up hating me, because, like, the person I put in charge, Dawn, just, I don't know, she ended up just loathing me, I guess. And then everyone was on her side, because they were just still playing with her. But anyway, you can, like, role-play in MMOs, but if you're, like, doing any sort of the raiding or the actual content they develop for MMOs, you munchkin. You don't role-play. And if you don't munchkin, well, you're an asshole, right? Like, at least to some degree. Like, hey, like, if you show up with all your gear unenchanted and stuff, and are like, "Heart, thou follower, let's defeat this boss," then everyone's going to be like, hey, you're kind of an asshole, dude. Like, at least enchant your gear. Costs no money. So, I mean, if you're doing a Pokemon game, and the Pokemon game is not designed for munchkining, you get a game that's just frustrating to the players. Because, for example, why do you play a why would, like, everybody, like, I see this so much, is everyone is just like, oh, Pokemon MMO, and then their pants just get all warm and snug, because they're just like, It feels like somebody, like, turned the heater on and put it directly to your butt cheeks, and you're just like, ooh, so this toasty feeling. What is it that this Pokemon MMO? Like, what if you like play a Pokemon MMO and you don't play it for the end game? Then what's the point, right? What's because you want to do the story? Well, maybe you just want a co-op Pokemon adventure, right? Maybe you just want some Game Boy game that like you can go around and 2v2 through the entire storyline. But that's not an MMO. Get to demon attack. All right, let's roll out.
It's so bright here. It's all daytime.
If you want a Pokemon MMO, then you need that shit designed so you ain't inbreeding 500 Charmanders. Because if you're inbreeding 500 Charmanders, you know what you're going to think? You're going to think this is a shitty game. And not only that, do you know how you hatch eggs in Pokemon? You run around in a goddamn circle. So yeah, don't support Nintendo. Make sure Nintendo dies, and hopefully Blizzard will buy their IP. That's the plan, guys.
Alright. Now we get to... Oh, wow, these ones are actually pretty strong. Well, not pretty strong.
Alright. Let's pay attention and kill some things. Holy shit, these things are casting laser beams at me. Go control. Okay, you're good. You're control.
Oh, always control.
Good, because I need mana.
Yeah. Do you need mana right now?
I always need mana. Hey, what do I do with these things?
You put them in the circle. Like always, it's the same.
Can I throw them in the circle? Nope. They explode when you throw them in the circle.
Where are you? I can give you some.
Why are you listening, Gary?
Oh, Gary. Why does Gary listen to your rant?
I don't
Surely
know.
he knows
Is he like
how you
listening
feel
to my
about
rant
this.
or something? Gary's creepy like that. He like probably been watching my stream for an hour like a weirdo.
Gary's a fanboy. Maybe he really loves your streams.
He doesn't. He doesn't. No.
Secret.
Gary watches League of Legends streams that feature like really bad players, and I'm like, I don't understand, Gary. Why do you watch this?
I just tuned in and I noticed that you're flying through a building like an inch off the ground.
I just
like,
assumed you've
what?
been watching, because... Oh, why am I always flying? Because I have to, like, press a button to stop flying.
No, just so
it's like, why...
okay.
Yeah, but why would I not fly?
He's gonna fly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why? Why would I land? Is there a point to landing? Then I have to push another button to land. Or take off again.
You're just picking up invisible orbs. That's...
Yeah, I haven't even been playing. I've been ranting. In fact, like I'm like losing subscribers because like, I had to like permanently ban a guy in chat because he was just like, I just muted him because he's just ranting about shit. And it's just like, well, then why are you watching the stream? You're watching someone play DC Universe Online who's not paying attention. I was grinding for like half an hour on mobs, and you don't get shit for grinding in this game.
Villains?
Sorry, villains.
Yeah.
The chocolate
They're
people.
people too.
And I did not mean chocolate people as in black. You missed the joke from earlier. It was not racist.
These chocolate villains?
Okay, now Gary was racist.
No, it wasn't. Where's this music coming from? So where did the term munchkining even come from? I've never
Oh
heard
my
that term.
god, we just went over this, you nerd.
Well, I heard
my
you saying
team.
about munchkining. I just don't know where the hell the word came from.
You mean like actually where the word came from?
Yeah, where the word came from. Because
You
otherwise
know-
it's just min-maxers.
I know this, but I can't remember why. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I think how what it actually is. I'm not like 100% sure. I'm like 70, is they munch their stats. It's like people would say you would munch your stats originally, and so then they just call them munchkins. Just because it's kind of like, it's clever. Wizard of Oz. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Is people would say you munch stats, and then...
Alright, here we go. There's a post on some MMO forum called The Etymology of the Term Munchkin.
There you go.
That sounds very pretentious, though.
Munchkin's actually a term that, like, people don't ever use, and, like, nobody knows what it is, but I know, because, you know, Dungeons & Dragons. And so, like min-maxers, like, okay, but there's already a term for that. It's called munchkin. It'd be like calling, you know, a DPS class, or, like, a damage dealer class, like, a killer McGuy. It's just like, okay, yeah, that's what they do. They're killer McGuys. Or you could call them, you know, damage dealers, or DPSers. Or like calling a tank class like he's a damage blocker. It's like, why do you guys call them damage blockers? Well, that's what everyone calls them in World of Online Craft. And it's like, okay, but the tank classes, yeah, but they don't tank. They block damage. It's like that's just the term. That's the term I know. Oh my god, my inventory's filled up. It's terrible.
You know what you need on your stream, Rob? Something that was really awesome on your Super Minecraft? Music. You need, like, playlist for all these games. Superhero playlist.
I'll just put on game music. Is it? Well, yeah. This game's just, I have the sound like really low. Cause
your character doesn't look all that small though.
It's one bigger than small. I mean, you have to.
Deadbone's character, he looks small. He actually looks like a little boy.
He's the size smaller. But I mean, like, you see how I'm like the same size as this bad guy? That's because they make the bad guys in this game smaller than the. See, the problem is this shit's too. It's because I'm on Skype. Fucking, I can't have music when I'm on Skype because I can't hear you guys. I don't know, I'm going to have to play with my sound settings so I can, like, hear Skype and it's at a different volume than the people hear it.
Oh, you didn't kill that thing. It's going to kill you.
He's not going to kill me. I'll just pause. I'm a superhero, Gary.
You can pause.
How does that... That doesn't even make sense.
You can't pause, Gary. I'm just
I
trolling you.
attack everything.
It's like this is...
I don't want to listen to this song, but...
This is a five-year-old's version of real life where he just says, you know what, pause.
That's what I did. I said pause and the mob went away. I've told you. Here, I'm going to raise the volume on the stream. Oh, the stream's already maxed. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Alright, what am I even doing here? Are we doing anything?
Well, the other quest area was over there, but you were just over here doing... I don't know what you were doing.
Oh, I'm grounded.
Ranting. Still don't get why acrobatics can fly. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh. Achievement point.
Do they fly or do they...
Oh yeah, here, look, when you see me next to Kiko, you'll like see how big he is in compared to me, and he's not even really big.
It's
But like...
It's like gliding, but it is just flying. I mean, he's not going up or down, he's just straight on.
Yeah, Gary, playing anything but flying is retarded in this game. Maybe there's like a PvP purpose. Maybe there's like a PvP purpose to the other ones, right? And it's like, okay. But in PvE, no. It's just like, hey, you want to make everything more difficult? Don't fly.
I don't even see how there could be a PvP purpose to it.
No, the PvP in this is...
Oh god, I mean, I can't really like hate on it because I haven't played it enough to be like, it's not fun. But I mean, like, from a new... Here, I'll give you a typical game reviewer of it. The PvP in this game is terrible. It's just a button smasher. I did 2 battlegrounds, so I would know. Like, I've done 2 battlegrounds. It's like, well... If I went into World of Warcraft right now and did 2 battlegrounds at level 10, you know what I would say? It's the worst PvP game ever. Because it's terrible at level 10. Oh, a bunch of people in BOA gear running around? This sounds great! Sign me up! I went in on my rogue BOA gear and Hunters 2-shot me and it was just like, oh shit, I wish I trained stealth. I'm not used to going into battlegrounds where I needed stealth. Because that wasn't needed back in my day. Back in my day, rogues didn't need to stealth. They just ran around and two-shot things themselves.
Was that back in the day when you would still have like all the gear from Dead Mines?
Yeah. Oh,
With the
no,
level 16 chance?
With the level 16 chance, you had like 3,000 hit points. How many hit points do you have? 200? Oh, well. I got 3,000. And everyone would be rocking Crusader, and I'd be like, okay, fuck that. I got Fiery. I win. I love that bracket because I would always beat every rogue one-on-one because I would have Fiery and they would have Crusader. And I would just be like, I don't understand. You want to win in damage, you use Fiery. You want to win in 1v1, use Fiery.
Level 12. New trap. Alright. Stealth,
Just
nah.
more deeps.
Ghost grenade, nah. Cryoform.
I'm not good at quests that require me to do anything besides heal, by the way. Or
Attack.
kill things. This is a common theme I have in MMOs. I'm not really paying attention today, though. Today was a bad day to do this game. Because apparently, Gary, I've just been ranting on shit for like an hour and a half. Which is bad. I'm very good at not ranting on my stream. I like actively try to not rant, but today I just snapped. And I just went on like 17 rants.
Probably my fault.
I was ranting on Salamanders, and I ripped on
If you
like...
don't rant though, what do you talk about?
Yeah, it's-
I
well,
talk about shit I'm doing, like... I'm
You
the
like
combustible
John
cougar!
Madden,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Take this, possessive student. I'll unpossess you, and then combust you!
that.
Or I, just talk about things, and not, let's see, I talk about things all the time, but I don't talk about things and then just talk about them completely negative. I told everyone here to not support Nintendo as a company.
Good idea.
That way, Gary, their company will go bankrupt, and they'll have to sell all their IPs to other companies. So we could have, like, Blizzard make a Legend of Zelda MMO. We could have, like, Steam buy Metroid and get, like, a Half-Life version of Metroid. I know.
I'm sure there's a mod out there for that already.
Or Valve, sorry.
We're over here now. Don't know where you are.
Somewhere. I was, like, looking at that loot. To the police headquarters! Whoa! Street light. Oh, that's Doctor. A cute one, too. I'll save you. She wants me to test out... Why is she... So this lady is just on the street and wants to test drugs.
Metropolis,
It's okay. She doesn't want me to test it on her.
Bye-bye, Sakubi.
Oh god, these things
Dude,
are
I feel
slow when you
bad.
die.
I shouldn't... I like, apologize to everyone on my stream for the rants today. They probably are not over, though. Like, if a subject comes up, I'm just going to go off on it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think really hard about a subject you would rant on. It's a lot easier
Something
to do
he'll
this with Roman. Roman has a lot more buttons to push. Did you just summon a meteor on that thing?
Oh, you want to see? Oh, look, Gary. You see this guy attacking me? I'm running away. I'm running away, Gary. Boom! Volcano!
You gotta
Boom!
wait for
Meteor!
the
And just
Yeah,
like
there's a
that,
guy.
dead, Gary, they're
Now you're
dead.
running away.
And now I'm going to arrest them. You're under arrest.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I told you, I summoned a volcano on his ass. Come on, boy lad.
If it wasn't for the lava coming out, though, I think that it just looked like a big pile.
That's what I was meant to show you, my combustible skill. I can now combust too.
Let's see.
Combust. Combust with missiles.
Wait 5 minutes, and then I'll see you combust.
See,
It wasn't very good, Gary. It was pretty boring looking. It was no volcano or meteor.
He's,
Missiles. Missiles.
oh, he just exploded, and then there's a little fire everywhere. Eh.
It's not as good. I had to pick get me. Rob got me.
Oh man, Gary, what do I think about the Occupy Wall Street movement? Oh, I don't, because I don't care. I'm Canadian.
Come on, guys. Think about something a little bit better.
I will say
What do
though
you think
that
about the cops that pepper spray everybody?
I will say that the Occupy Wall Street movement, it's the first time, well, not the first time, but it makes me look at sites like Reddit and think that they do more harm than they do good in some of these cases. Because I think the Occupy Wall Street gets a lot of like momentum from like Twitter and Reddit and stuff, and gets like a lot of support and stuff. But I'm pretty sure that people will support anything, that even if it's not like sound or just. Like the Occupy Wall Street movement doesn't really have a goal, right? It's just we're gonna be here till forever. There's no goal. Like what do they want them to do? Shut down Wall Street? The government to like Obama to come out and be like, Wall Street is now closed, and they all cheer and clap and go back to being unemployed, because a lot of people who are on Occupy Wall Street are unemployed or homeless. So it's like, well, it's kind of like they already occupy streets because they're bums or poor. So they've all just gone to one street. Now, this isn't all of them, but, my understanding after reading a bunch of news articles was the reason why they wanted to get rid of the people was because of, like, the smell. Because it was just, like, a bunch of homeless people all living on a street. And it was just, and there's a bunch of protesters and stuff there, but then there's a bunch of homeless people like, yeah, Occupy Wall Street, bring down the government. Because, I mean, if you're homeless and poor or retarded and you're living on the street, if this is like the category you fall into, yeah, you probably don't like Wall Street. People who make money and stuff, but it's like, well, what's the goal? There's no clear goal. All I see is like Occupy Wall Street, but for what purpose? To shut down Wall Street? There's no clear goal. Like
the way I look at the people that are doing Occupy Wall Street, they're modern day hippies. That's it.
But that's what I mean. It's like, but
and
then like
they used to do. They're like, let's protest this animal shelter because they test on animals or something that nobody cares about.
But
you like protest it.
You see like a bunch of like college kids on like Reddit, and they're like voting it up and like, yeah, this is good, protest, and it's just like, what are you protesting about? You want them to shut down Wall Street? That's like me going up to fucking D.C. and protesting, I want Obama to be white. Like, that can't happen. Like, what am I?
I don't know. It could happen.
Is like Obama going to come out and be like, we got our best genetic engineers coming out with a cure for black?
Michael Jackson tried it.
Don't worry. Don't worry, soon I will be white, people of the United States. And then they're like, we're not going to leave until you're actually white. And he's like, well, I'm going to be, but it's going to take like 6 months. Fuck you, we're going to stay here for 6 months till you're white. And then they invent the like ability to turn white. Like they got like this drug that just changes the color of your skin to Caucasian. And then he's like, well, it'll take 3 months, but then I'll be fully white. And they'll be like, well, we ain't leaving until you're fully white. And then like 2 months later, he's like, I'm half Mexican. Now will you leave? And they're like, nope, we'll still wait a month. And then like a week before he's like white enough that people will get off the DC lawn, like he dies. And then people are like, well, we're going to stay here until he's white. And they're like, but he died. And he's like, yeah, we'll find a way to make his remains white. And then it's just like, there's no win. So, there. Occupy Wall Street. There you go. I mean, I don't really care, though, because it technically does affect me, because, I mean, anything that happens in America affects... There was actually an Occupy London, Ontario, and you know what the police did? They went in and kicked everyone out.
Yeah. I think they're pretty much doing that now in most of the Occupy events. Just in the beginning, they're like, well, we don't want to just take them out because that's going to cause more trouble.
I'm sorry, but as someone who is a big, proprietor of the internet, and I make it my business to, like, be on the internet all the time and do internet things, the best thing that's come from... I make it my business to be on the internet. The best thing that's come from Occupy Wall Street is this new meme where there's a police officer running around spraying people in the eyes, and all the funny pictures and video and artwork that's come from that. So, good job, Occupy Wall Street. That was pretty good for the lulz. I don't know if that was the goal of the protest. Like, I'm sure there was at one point, there was like, they were protesting something, and like it meant something, but I think the message might have got lost.
The Science Police headquarters also
I think there was a very small group that was unified in their objective, but then everybody else just kept joining, and it was just like, fuck it, we're just doing whatever.
Oh man. Ooh, I just got 800 experience. Alright, I need to defend paramedics.
Died twice already. These things are just
Man, you suck. I'll save you. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.
Those purple tornadoes, is that just like you
It's
stand
like a
in
quest
there and
objective.
something spawns?
It's a quest objective.
like kill them. I don't know how.
Oh, but those guys didn't come out of a tornado.
No, I gotta save
You
this
steal
medic.
Other people's stuff?
Yeah, you can save people's stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's all kind of group based, so no matter what anyone does.
Dude, why does this paramedic have a goddamn Uzi? Is he trained for that? Like, I understand this is a superhero city, but this paramedic is running around just railing off bullets.
It's not just any DC, not any